hard for me. I feel like Michael J. Fox is like up there in terms of representing my growing up. Like in terms of what I remember between Family Ties and Back to the Future, I feel like Michael J. Fox was just such a presence. And I've always liked him. Always. I love Doc Hollywood. That's one of my favorite movies.
Well, Family Ties. I mean, even I can remember Family Ties in the mid-'80s when I was a very young kid, but that's one of the first shows that I do remember.
Alex P. Keaton. And Alex P. Keaton was like my idol. My parents were kind of like Steve and Elise Keaton, and I was kind of like, my rebellion was, I told you, when in 88, I was behind the whole Bob Dole thing.
Bob Dole.
I told you, I'm telling you, Alex P. Keaton was like my personal hero. And I always say, fortunately, I wasn't old enough to vote, so I didn't actually cause any damage in any way.
Well, this is an 8-minute video.
No, we're not going to watch that. But the point, I mean, about what's going on with him, he made a statement recently about just how it's getting infinitely harder and harder for him, which he knew would happen. The fact that he was diagnosed with Parkinson's at 29 is just like, and I remember when it happened. He was actually filming Doc Hollywood when he started noticing that he was having like tremors, and he knew that something wasn't right. But so he was so young. He's been living, I think he's 61, it said now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 10 years older than me. So that he really knows that he's not making it to 80. Like he's not, like this is not, it's getting harder and harder, I think was the point. But in the meantime, his organization.
Well, you know what? I think what we could play is his movie, because it's only a little over 2 minutes.
Okay, so there's a trailer for his movie that's coming out. Okay.
I think this would be the put on, and this really, I think, will capture, because as we were talking about earlier today, he's one of the good guys, and there's not a lot of them out there, not at that level. And he has been just a real hero for a lot of people. Yeah. I mean, he's Marty McFly, for God's sake.
Well, I mean, I just always think of him as somebody that's just, I don't think I've ever heard anybody say an unkind thing about him that's worked with him or knows him or ever.
We definitely agree. So.
I'd also like to point out that he is in fact Canadian. I'm just saying, it's just, it's worth pointing out.
Here we go.
The story of me. Take 2.
3, 2, here we go. Ready and action.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
What did it mean to be still?
I wouldn't know. I was never still.
That's him. That's our star.
I want this job. I can do it. Whatever the exception is, I can fix it. I can be older. I can be taller. I can be anything.
The popularity of Michael J. Fox is a phenomenon.
Here is Michael J. Fox. What is the secret of your success?
And the winner is
Michael J. Fox.
I don't believe this. This is great. I feel 4 feet tall.
I get it. I was big. I was bigger than bubblegum.
I woke up and I noticed my pinky. Auto-animated. Parkinson's disease. I told Tracy the news. In sickness and in health, I remember her whispering. No one outside of my family knew. There was only one reason I took these pills. To hide.
But all those years of hiding was shaking me away. To deny that part of me that wants to continue to go on and do things is to quit.
I don't accept that.
I'm a tough son of a bitch.
Still, a Michael J. Fox movie.
The sad sack story is Michael J. Fox gets this debilitating disease and it crushes him.
Yeah, that's boring.
How do you not smile? How are you not inspired?
I love him. I love him and her. And you know what? To this day.
We all do, Karina. There's never a time where it's never a good time to watch Back to
All
the
right,
Future.
so for the younger people that know him from Back to the Future, I would urge you to go back to the train station scene in Family Ties when his wife, who was playing his girlfriend in the show, and it was Billy Vera's What Would You Think, was playing. One of the cutest things ever on TV. Just saying, and now they're married, so it's just I like them. I think they're adorable.
Wild. I definitely agree, and even though
also
it's always interesting because
an American president.
James Woods obviously is a very noted conservative, and has been for some time. But when it comes to his fellow actors, no matter how liberal they may be, he only has the best things to say. But he particularly went out of his way to compliment Michael and what it was like doing that movie with him, and how he just talked about how Michael was always smiling and always positive, and it's like
because James Woods is
such a curmudgeon.
He's such a curmudgeon. People hate him,
but he's like, but that's a reflection of somebody who isn't a happy person, who looks at somebody who's happy, but realizes that they're genuinely happy and they want you to be happy with them. Not, hey, I'm happy and I'm better than you. Michael is that bright, shining light that when people are around him, even the most curmudgeon type person like James Woods is like, I freaking love that guy.
Yeah. And I highly recommend younger people, Doc Hollywood. Love that movie.
Doc Hollywood's cute.
So cute. Thanks for watching. If you want to support our mission to transform politics into service, please like this video, subscribe, follow us on social media, and consider joining our Patreon, where you'll get early access to our interviews as well as other exclusive content. Links are in the description. Peace out.